I've seen messy. Everything seems to be. I'm waiting to see this nobility that they keep talking about. Anyway, let's get into this whole Charles thing about it being dire and the way that he actually did a solid to Harry and Meghan. You know what they say when people are to passing, they rethink life, even though they're probably doing this just to mess with William. Let's get into this. King Charles is reportedly too feeble to save the crumbling British monarchy. Why did they come out the gate with that? That's so mean. I love it because he don't get any sympathy from me. But I will say, how could the only way you could save it is to reprogram William and give him a different childhood, different temper, different mind. That's impossible. According to reports, Charles is too weak to handle recent controversies that have rocked the royal family to its foundation by seemingly endless turn of scandal, disease, and family feuds. Again, what do you want him to do? His stubborn 40-year-old son is doing this the way he wants. Let it happen. Charles is much sicker than the palace lets on and simply isn't up to the job of running his fictitious family, the crown's business interests, and fulfilling the daily duties of the monarchy, said a member of the inner royal circle. His cancer is eating him alive, and he's very frail. The situation is desperate. And yet, at best, his son, who is 40-something years old, is doing nothing. And at worst, I'm talking about William, and at worst, your son is openly trying to push you off the throne so he can sit in that throne and do nothing. They're saying that Charles waited more than 7 decades to ascend to the throne, only to see the monarchy spin wildly out of control since his mother, Queen Elizabeth's death in September 2022. I blame Queen Elizabeth too. Now listen, I know you guys aren't royalists. I'm not either, but I follow them. Queen Elizabeth, because she was so mad at what happened between Charles and Diana. Let's not forget, Queen Elizabeth forced Charles to marry Diana. He forced her, and this isn't sympathy to Charles, I'm just showing you what happened. She forced him to marry too young to somebody he didn't want to get married to. And she said, whatever, just do what me and your dad do. Have mistresses, have boyfriends, it don't matter. Just get married. Because the Windsors were German, and they needed a blue blood aristo family to marry into. Diana is from one of the deepest, bluest families in England. So it made the German Windsors, it made them English again. So it was a marriage of convenience. Because of her doing that, same way she told her sister Margaret she couldn't marry the divorced man, the same way she ruled with an iron fist, and literally just like William seemed to delight in taking joy away from the people around her, maybe because she was miserable. I know they think she was a kind, gentle woman. She wasn't. She stood by while Harry got ravaged and savaged to the wolves, right? She, I believe, held the throne from Charles, and didn't ingrain himself as a beloved fixture with the media because they wanted to punish Charles for the whole Diana debacle. That when she passed away, the UK was looking like, and who are all these other people? Do you see what I'm saying? Anyway, let me get back into this, right? And with Charles in the dire throes of his cancer battle and his pancreatic tumors, an exhausted 76-year-old Camilla, who filled in for her elderly husband on 13 separate occasions, jetted off to the Mediterranean on vacation. Did she? Where is Camilla, actually? How come we haven't seen her? Is she okay? Did something happen in Christmas and Sandringham? Was there a spiced turkey? Is Russia involved? What is going on? Meanwhile, William has cut back on his royal duties to attend to his ailing wife and other issues. Now, they're trying to still say that Kate's struggling to eat as she recovers from ab surgery. Behind the scenes, Camilla's disgusted by the king's apparent weakness and is providing him little comfort as he battles his fatal cancer. By going on holiday, she was thumbing her nose at stepson William, who was incapable of shouldering the monarchy's burdens on his own. No lie there. Yeah, listen. They said whatever unity, they said at the end result is where we are today. After nearly 2 months of rolling crises, the royal family looks threadbare, depleted, and wan. Whatever the unity they had seems shattered. The monarchy is in shambles and has embraced a bunker mentality, with royal family members all looking to ensure their own survival from the coming apocalypse. Listen, it's all William. They make him sound like he's the Antichrist. But let me just say this. Charles did do a solid to Meghan and Harry. The royal sites, again, took away their individual sites, which is fine because honestly, who is going to a website to even look at who the royals are? We all have social media. Everybody has their own Twitter, Instagram. Like, they're archaic dinosaurs, so it really doesn't matter. However, they did combine the royal websites, and they are advertising link to their actual, what is it, Riviera Orchard, American Riviera Orchard. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm going to be honest with you. That name does not roll off the tongue, but Meghan is flawless in her, usually, right? Unless Ari Emanuel gets involved. She's flawless in her rollout. So I'm interested to see where she does. I do hear that she's doing a cooking show also on Netflix, right? She did a cooking show, and it's going to premiere, I think, in the coming weeks, right? Again, you guys, what do you think? What do you think, right? It has, again, their bios are rolled into one page. Who cares? And they have now leaks to Sussex.com. Baby, Sussex Squad, a win is a win. A win is a win, baby. Rejection is protection. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.